This is the Quadriceps Focused Split Squat, a great exercise to target the quads, the glutes, and particularly the VMO, that teardrop shape of the quad. Now you can do this exercise by either elevating that back foot on a crossbar or a bench, or you can do it where you have that back foot elevated with the ball of the foot planted. I prefer doing the method like I'm doing right here because I feel like I don't help myself up with that back leg as much as if I had it on the platform with the ball of the foot on it. However, both variations are great. Just do the one that feels best for you and the one that you have the gym equipment for. With this variation, you want to make sure that the platform is about halfway up the shin. If you're doing it with this variation right here, you want to elevate that back foot just a little bit more, about 3/4 of the way up the shin. To position the front foot, put that back foot elevated, and then you're going to drop to the ground with the knee. If you're doing it like this, then make sure that that back foot is close to the edge of the platform. That way it's the same every set. Then with that knee on the ground, you're going to position that front foot a little bit closer to the back foot than you would a regular split squat. Position that front foot to where that toe and the knee are right on top of each other. That way when you're going down, you're going to be able to push that knee slightly forward and help target more of that VMO muscle. Then you're going to find a small weight plate, either a 5 or a 10 pound weight plate, and put it underneath the heel. This can allow you to get a little bit more knee flexion, meaning more knee bend, and you're going to be able to push that knee a little bit more forward as you're going down than a regular split squat. As an added bonus, it's also going to serve as a guide for the consecutive sets where to put that front foot. When elevating that back foot, make sure it's directly behind the hip of that side. Don't have it too far out to the side and not directly behind that front foot, or else it's going to feel uncomfortable on the hip and a little bit harder to balance. Now when you're going down, don't just think about dropping those hips down. We want to have that knee pushing forward over the toes by a few inches. So as you're starting out, make sure that you are pushing those hips forward and trying to push that knee forward as you're going down. To get used to this exercise, as you're going down through the eccentric, imagine like you're trying to push those hips slightly forward first, and also imagine like you're trying to push that foot into the ground. With initiating the movement by pushing the hips forward, it's going to make sure you get the knees over the toes by a few inches, and by pushing that foot into the ground, it's going to help you keep tension in the quads and also help a lot with the balance. On that way up, imagine like you're trying to push that foot through the ground and squeezing that core. Also, try to have that torso just a little bit more upright than you would a regular Bulgarian split squat, so don't have that chest over the knee too much. At the very top, keep a slight bend at the knee, that way you maintain balance. Once you progress and are starting to lift 30 pounds plus dumbbells, I'd recommend wearing a weightlifting belt to protect the lower back and help you with bracing, and also using some lifting straps, that way you don't have to worry about your grip strength. Also, when you're using heavy dumbbells, I recommend having those dumbbells on some kind of elevated platform. That way, when you get started with the exercise, you don't have to lift those dumbbells straight off the ground and potentially hurt the lower back or even fatigue your body even more. Also, when you are pushing that foot into the ground as you're going up, imagine like you're also trying to push that foot forward as well too. It's going to help you get a little bit more of that vastus medialis, that VMO, and get you a little bit more quad involvement. I also like to do a continuous drop set on these, going for 9 to 10 reps with those dumbbells in hand, and then dropping one dumbbell, keeping the dumbbell of the same leg I'm working, going for 2 to 4 more reps, then dropping that dumbbell and going for 2 to 4 more reps at body weight. Also, make sure you're getting the full range of motion going all the way down, where that back knee almost touches the ground or gently taps the ground. If you struggle with balance, try gripping onto those dumbbells a little bit tighter and also actively squeezing that midsection as you're going both down and up. I also like to keep my eye on that front knee. That way I can make sure on that way down, I'm pushing that knee forward, and also helps me focus on that front leg, making sure I'm not pushing too much with my back leg. If you're going really to failure on these, you should see a noticeable decrease of the speed of the rep as you're going up on the last few reps. Let's grow those legs, and please subscribe if you want more gains.